All right, thanks, Brian. Well, you may recognize her from Instagram and her account, The Collared Find. It was actually recognized and named as the top South Carolina influencer to watch in 2023 for engagement and shopping and all of retail content. Now, this Clemson alum is often offering you some fashion tips and recipes as well on her page. And today she is here in the upstate joining us in the studio. You're normally in Charleston, Lauren.
I am.
So thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're very excited to have you.
This is fun. I love the weather here. It's amazing.
Oh, I know. And I mean, we had a little bit cold, but it's beautiful right now outside.
It is.
So why don't you talk to us a little bit about your account, The Collared Find, kind of why you created it and how this all kind of started for you.
So I started The Collared Find at the urging of friends. I would be the one they would text and say, tell me what I should wear to this party. Tell me what appetizer I should make. What kind of gift do I get?
Yeah.
And I found myself cutting and pasting the answers and thought, maybe there's a place for this out in that social media world. So I just decided one day on a whim, we were on a girl's birthday weekend, and they said, why aren't you just doing it? And so I just put myself out there and did it, and it started to grow. And my goal, the entire goal, is to help busy women save time and money. And if that means, you know, a quick hostess gift idea when it's on sale and you put it in your little closet, or it's an easy recipe that's going to save you time but people are going to love, that is the goal of The Collared Find.
Yay, I love that. It's such a almost simple concept, but it can be really hard to kind of get those things generating. You're always, like we were talking about, trying to find those sales, trying to kind of find where we can save some money. So that's perfect. You're our go-to gal on Instagram.
It's like your go-to friend that you text. Absolutely.
Well, did you ever expect that you were going to reach so many people and get recognized how you have?
No, not really. In fact, one of the reasons when I was starting it, I felt like the influencers were so much younger. And my kids were a little older at the time, and I saw them not needing me as much. And I thought, now's the time to pour into it. And it really has taken off. I've had, I don't know if you remember the snackle box that you take the charcuterie on the boat and beach.
Yeah.
So I did that one and it went viral. And then from there, it really took off.
That's
amazing. So I have some posts that go viral, some that resonate with a certain niche. Like I just did a grad guide for parents whose kids are going to college next year with packing lists. So it's just a little bit of everything, which is what I think our lives are like.
Yeah.
You know, one day we need an appetizer, one day we need a gift, one day we need to pack our kids for college. So it just, I think, hits so many different people where they are, which is the goal.
And speaking of kind of those tips and tricks, we've got two arrangements here on set. So why don't you talk to us a little bit about how you can take something very beautiful out of maybe just some things we find around our home,
So this was $15 to make.
Wow.
Right?
That's amazing.
So I have to be honest, full disclosure, I think I've used this for chips and salsa sometimes.
Hey, multi-purpose.
I mean, why
there you
not?
go.
And that's the main thing, is look around your house when you're putting together something. You'd be surprised the different containers that work. This I love for like a dining room because it's got a scalloped edge, so it's a little bit dressier. Obviously, these are two different looks.
Yeah.
But literally, I've used this for so many different things. Plopped an orchid in it from Trader Joe's. You can support your local garden center too. And then the trick is this, it's some moss, and I'll link it up on The Collared Find, but just putting that around it just gives it that finished look that you need, especially if you're gonna buy different kinds of flowers. This is a different one. So I bought 3 different things. That's another tip. You want an odd number. You never want an even number when you're doing flowers and stuff. So you always want an odd number. So I did a fern that's kind of spilling over, little baby orchids, and then the big orchid, and then I used the same filler. And this all also works because obviously there's holes in the bowl. See there, paper towel.
Put some paper towels down in there.
Shove it in there. Just use what you've got, and then cover it. Cover your mistakes, cover your holes, and you're good to go.
Beautiful. Well, thank you, Lauren, so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And I know that you're going to be joining us again fairly soon to kind of give us a how-to guide for those high school grads going into college. So we're going to be looking forward to that as well. And in the meantime, you want to make sure that you check out Lauren on Instagram. Again, The Collared Find. She has tons more content. She is also going to be kind of posting a more in-depth piece on some of the flowers that we've seen here. So if you wanted to take down a little more tips and tricks, we've got those for you on Instagram later.